As the pandemic changes the very fabric of advertising, marketing, and communication, the art lies in finding the right note. Tata team managed to tweak their communication during the days of crisis with Bado Ke Liye Jagore, a part of their ongoing narrative Jagore. With the brand having pioneered cause marketing, Social Samosa talks to Puneet Das, Vice President Marketing, Beverages India at Tata Consumer Products to understand what marketing during a crisis entails.
We were actually ending our financial year in March. In fact, and for us, a new financial year was going to begin from 1st of April. So we had just finished finalizing all our plans in the middle of, as in by February end and March, and by that time this COVID thing happened. And since then, yeah, we've been on lockdown. So the idea was obviously as marketers and brand is to adapt to what's happening on the ground, and hence it was quickly about assessing the situation and seeing what's the need of the hour. And I think most of the lockdown, at least the initial half, has actually been about ensuring that our teams, our workers, and everyone have employees are safe, are following all local guidelines. At the same time, trying to ensure that because we work in tea and coffee as a segment, trying to ensure that we are able to connect and our supplies to the consumers, because the markets obviously haven't been open. So whatever limited outlets, etc., have been opened under the government's and the local government's guidance. The idea has been to ensure that we have been able to connect and supply our brands to the consumers. So that has been what the initial lockdown has been about, largely from a perspective. It was not as much about change the plan as about understanding what's the need of the hour. And, for us, Jagore has actually been one of those initiatives that Tata Tea has always done, which has, always took a social cause, which has been relevant and has been the need of the hour. And sort of done it in a very genuine manner. And during this lockdown, actually, we realized that, this is again the need of the hour. And what we realized is, the while everyone's talking about, most of the conversations are happening about health and safety, which is a good thing. People are not really bringing in light the actual people who are truly affected or most vulnerable, actually, which are senior citizens, because of the decreased immunity. COVID-19 affects them most, and because of the lockdown, it was like a double whammy for them, because under restriction they're even more vulnerable. So we said, as a brand who has always stood for, these causes, it's the right time to spread this message and get, people to sort of do something about it, and at the same time work with volunteers and NGOs to, actually make a genuine difference in their life. And that's what we did during the lockdown. So yeah, so Isbar Badokle Jagore actually, like I said, came from this simple insight that actually elderlies who are above, and normally we say, when we say elderlies or senior citizens who are more than 60 years of age, as per experts and as per people, they are the most affected, and the reason is because they have a decreased immunity, and at the same time under lockdown, they were obviously living a restricted lifestyle. Now, fact is, people like you, me, youth, we can still order online. We can even sometimes, whenever it's allowed, go out and buy stuff. But for these people looking for, they sort of also become doubly dependent on their daily needs, including medicine, including going out for food, and sometimes even for emotional support. So we identified that, and then with our agency partners and our brand teams, we looked at what is the right medium to spread this message about. So we came up with this theme, is Bar Badokle Jagore, and under this we realized that social media and digital is the right place to start spreading this message. And it basically entails 2-3 parts to it. One is obviously making people aware of the cause, and then making them understand what they can do about it, because the real power lies with people, and what is their contribution to it. And it was like offering them tips about, you can just go and on a video call chat to an elder near you, try and see if you can do some errands for them. We also tied up with few NGOs and hosted their contact numbers, etc., on our website, so people could get in touch for more active participation. And very recently, we have also spread this awareness through a lot of influencers who youth look up to, and follow them, so that they understand that this is what is relevant right now and how they can make a difference. And I think our latest thing has been that we basically did a national partnership with HelpAge India, who are known for helping the elderlies. And with them, we are doing various initiatives like, giving them, we are doing about 5,000 plus monthly ration kits for the elderlies. We have our Tata Cha, which is a QSR outlet in Bangalore. Through them, we have done some 5,000 plus breakfast kits for the elderly. So these are initiatives which have been ongoing, and we are also inspiring people to come and, to get inspired, pledge their support on our site and understand what all they can do. And right now, I think we have more than 5,000 plus pledges and counting, where people are actively signing up or wanting to, pledge their support towards this cause. So in short, that's what basically the journey has been so far. Started somewhere around mid of April, and the message and the word is being spread every day. From a business continuity, like I said, I started by saying the need of the hour actually was to ensure that your factories started working, and you were basically able to connect, you supply your brand and your stocks to the retailers and then to the consumers. And I think business continuity, obviously, from the point of view of how many markets are open, what all states are open, and outlets are open, was impacted because of that. And I think the need of the hour was really to connect. But I think in that also we saw a lot of opportunity. For example, in Tata Consumer Products, we tied up with actually Flipkart, we tied up with Domino's Pizza, we tied up with Zomato, and collaborated with them to ensure our stocks actually, or our brands, can be provided even through them. So the need of our was to really adapt to the situation on the ground and see where the consumers are and how you can get to them. So that was what actually happened. As far as ad spends are concerned, like I said, I think in the longer term, it is obviously important that brands continue, inspiring people and giving the right positive messages. I think in the short term, it was really about focusing on the supply. And like I said, for us, it was about doing what is right from the consumer point of view. So while we obviously ensured availability, we said Tata Tea Jagore is the right thing to talk about. And as a consequence of that, whatever spends that you could do, came as a result of that. So that's the way it looked at. But yeah, across industries, obviously, there is going to be some sort of correction, at least in the short term, until things stabilize. And I think, but as you can see, most of the brands have started to come back and on TV, on digital, etc. So I'm sure once the lockdown, etc., is lifted up, by the time most of the people should be back. My tip would be is that, sort of just understand what is happening right now and what are going to be the short to medium term impacts of that. And adapt your plans and be agile, to the need of the hour. For example, clearly, while obviously lockdown is a restricted experience right now, understand what are the medium to long term repercussions of this, and what it means. For example, one or two trends is like, people will seek health and safety even more, moving forward. People are getting used to contactless experience, right? And understand these trends, and then see as marketeers and as agency partners, what is it that you can tap into, and and obviously adapt your offering to the need of the hour from the consumer. So that is I think what people need to look at and adapt to on the ground. Right now we will be seeing, right now the shift is happening towards a lot of, so there are both kind of trends happen during this time. I think one is because people have been under prolonged lockdown, they also are now looking for some short-term indulgences. It's called actually a very famous lipstick effect, that, people actually, try, when they come out of this and in times of crisis, they actually indulge in small luxuries, and that can mean upgrading experiences as far as FMCG is concerned. So while of course there will be a lot of discussion about rural consumption and how we need once the lockdown etc. opens up, when the wholesale channels etc. opens up, how do you sustain the growth that we were seeing in the rural economy, and how do you sustain that for FMCG? But on the other hand, there are also opportunities like this, whereas to look at a premium segment and see the short-term, upgrades that consumers are looking for. Are you offering them? Are you offering them, brands and products that offer health and convenience and safety? So those are things that are trends that people can look at and understand from their own category perspective. That how do you tap into it? I think the road to recovery, largely, of course, I think is starting to happen. You are seeing, and I think already it's being expressed that there are some stimulus packages being given from the government. A lot of it might depend on that. Also, the fact that now lockdown is going to start easing up, hopefully soon. So I think the road to recovery will happen. It will be gradual, but will happen. I think within that, there are pockets of opportunity that people need to understand. For example, e-commerce, a lot of shopping behavior has shifted online. So how do you sustain that behavior and how do you continue driving that for your category? As markets, etc., start opening up and other channels start opening up. So how do you drive, say, wholesale channel, and how do you drive rural consumption, for example? So those are things that will start to happen, and I think the road to recovery should happen gradually. It will be a gradual thing, but it might happen. But also, it's in times like these, people, like I said, during lockdown, people have also come up with innovative solutions, have tied up with partners to get their products delivered, etc. And I'm sure a lot of these solutions will also continue coming up, and people may keep redefining business models to tap into what's happening on the ground as they move on. And as far as I think the ad spends and concerned, like I said earlier, also I think brands are starting to come back, because I think they are also realizing that in the long term it is important to continue building that connect with the consumer, and I think that will continue to happen. And I think the ad spends, and as far as advertising concerned, I think the nature and the mix might change and evolve. The mediums might evolve, but I think the spends etc. might start coming back sooner than later.